Hello investors and welcome back to Just Randy Stocks. During this video I want to do a Proterra update, and you know I got some stuff pulled up for you. So let's go through the charts first. I'm overly optimistic as to how this performance is going to look. It looks like we got some warrants news behind us, and I know that it was something that was going to mess with the share price. You know, it really didn't change all that much. We keep seeing that support down here in this $9.80 range, but you see the charts. We've got infrastructure bill news updates, a vote on Thursday that's supposed to come through. I think they're feeling good about that. We also had Capital Metro Board approves nation's largest electric vehicle procurement. I know you've all read this, but you may not have went into the last meeting minutes that they had. So I wanted to share that with you. So you always want to add value in the videos. And you know, Randy likes to dig. So that's what we did. We did a little digging and nothing big. I didn't find anything big here. So if I scroll up, these meeting minutes, they aren't the newest ones. There might be something a little bit more updated, but I spent not too much time doing this video research-wise. So don't persecute me, but just know that you can go in here. You can see these meeting minutes. I thought it was good to dig in just to see, hey, what's going on? How do you feel about the buses? In the update on the electric buses, you can see Andrew Murphy, who's the director of vehicle maintenance. He had, we've had 1 out of 50 battery packs fail. Now, I have been a big person on the channel that's like, hey, no misinformation. If there's some stuff out there, tell me that you heard about it. And I kept hearing stuff about how bad these batteries were, or the batteries were failing. So this is the only evidence that I've ever seen that there's been a failed battery pack. Now, they go through extensive testing. Now, we know in the last earnings call that they said they were working out some yield issues, and they had an extensive amount of scrap. So, Proterra team, I'm just asking you, are you aware of this? I'm sure you are, because it didn't take you long at all to exchange it out. 1 out of 50 doesn't sound bad to me. 12-year warranty on these. But if we're testing them properly, what's going on here? So not a big deal. I don't think this is a big deal, but feel free to pause the screen, read through this yourself. I'm going to keep the video short. We're going to get straight to the point. Now, what type of buses did they get? Of course, it's the 5th generation bus. And make sure you go to Proterra.com to look at the ZX5. Now, there's 3 different types of their 5th generation bus. And you can see that here. So we're not going to go through that in detail. Now, I want to show you how I'm getting my news. And I want to show you what is on my radar for what's next, okay? So I'm always curious about these. This is on FinViz. On these analysts and their ratings, and why this guy's got a $10 price tag on Proterra. I'm not happy about that, but hey, I'm curious. I'm willing to listen. So let's see what you got. I looked into this, and we just got past warrants. Guess what else, when we have a SPAC, is the next topic that we have to get past? Lockup agreements. So that's the next one. I think some people are saying the first week of December. Put that on your calendars. Watch that one. That's why he's got the price target here. That puts into question, Randy, you said 17, then you moved it up to 23. What's going on? What's your price target for the end of the year? You know what? No more price targets from me. Okay? I think this one's moving up from here. There's several things that have to happen. That infrastructure bill this Thursday has got to pass. We have to have a strong Q3. The leadership team has been put in those critical roles. You've seen people stepping up. We've got to work on the backlog. I think y'all know that. That was one of my things that I compared Lion Electric to Proterra. I was like, all right, Jack, you want to 5X the business? Let's go. Let's go. Let's 5X the business. Let me see it. And I really haven't seen that yet. So we'll have to see. So there you go. Pulling it up. Here's the warrants information. And I gave you the short walkthrough of what's going on with the infrastructure bill Thursday, September 30th. They're supposed to go through this, so we'll see if Pelosi can motivate people in the White House. You know what? I don't think they need it. I think they're going to do just fine. The states are funding buses. They've got an incredible backlog. It's all going to come down to fundamentals. Infrastructure bill, icing on the cake, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Last thing I want to cover is you got to give me a big thumbs up on these videos. I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing the heat. And, just keep watching them. It really encourages me to keep a pulse on the company for you guys. If you could also, if you're new to the channel, go back and watch a previous Proterra video right before you lay your head down to go to sleep. You just want to know about more Proterra. Just go back and watch that for me. It'll help me out a lot with the growth of the channel. Watch hours, all that stuff. You guys know how it goes. So that's all I got. I'm going to keep this one short, but there is one last video that I'd like to show you. And my last video, I talked about school buses and, the American Lung Association. And I swear there was some news that came out the very next day on, school bus focused. Actually, it was a tweet. That's what it was. But anyway, we're ahead of this one. When we report, I swear, people listen. Thank you for following Proterra with me. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to turn it back over to you guys. Y'all have a good night. Watch this last video if you like.
Climate change and air pollution threaten our health. Another thing they have in common, they're both caused in part by cars, buses, and trucks. Exhaust from gasoline and diesel-powered vehicles contains dangerous emissions, including greenhouse gases and particle pollution. Particle pollution is made up of tiny bits of air pollution, much smaller than the width of a human hair, tiny enough to get deep into your lung tissue and even enter your bloodstream. Particle pollution can cause serious health problems, like wheezing and coughing, asthma attacks, heart attack, stroke, lung cancer, and even premature death. But what if all cars were electric cars with zero emissions? Electric cars, buses, and trucks, powered by clean, renewable electricity, would dramatically improve air quality and reduce greenhouse gas emissions that cause climate change. In fact, widespread adoption of electric cars, buses, and trucks would save more than 6,000 lives and prevent 93,000 asthma attacks by reducing air pollution. That's $72 billion worth of health benefits. Learn more about the electric vehicle solution at lung.org.